Welcome everybody to Funeral Nation episode 204. I'm Ryan Thogmartin. That is Jeff, the Funeral Commander Harbison. And then we have two esteemed, well, we call them special guests, but they're kind of regulars on this show.
Yeah, these guys are like all over the place anyhow. And now we figured we have some more action-packed and great news for another event. So without further ado, let's introduce the man, the legend, Jamie Meredith from C&J Financial. How you doing this morning, boss?
Excellent, brother Jeff. How art thou, my friend?
That's good. I understand that you have a cigar with us this morning.
I thought I would have one as well. I think mine's a little bigger than yours.
No comment.
Cigar, yes, sir. There we go. We're off to a flying start. I may need to start using Paul's concoction. Paul, you're on. Everybody knows Paul the Master is the man, but you do something different. You also have a cocktail with you, don't you?
Right here. Yeah, we, you know, when this all hit, I decided I had to really pick up my my A game, and by that I mean alcohol.
Oh, good man.
And he's done a really good job picking up that game, by the way.
That's right.
Just me watching his cocktail show, I've picked up about 20 pounds just in alcohol calories. But so thanks, Paul, for the quarantine weight.
I know a lot of people are like, you know, I've saved a lot of money because I can't go out to bars anymore and drink. I said, man, you got to come to my house. My bar bill has gone up dramatically. I have more liquor than most bars have right now.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. So we have gathered here today together because we have a big announcement. We talked a little bit about the C&J virtual concert with the amazing Vicky Amato that's going to be happening during NFTA, but you've got another special announcement because the C&J is just doing a lot right now. You have a lot going on. Not only are you crushing it and serving funeral homes, but you're doing a virtual concert at NFTA, but you've got something else going on, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Which one of you gentlemen want to make the announcement?
Please, Jamie, take it away.
Yeah, I'll be glad to start. Well, we're going to do something. The concert that we're doing in conjunction with the Foresight Companies is on Wednesday night of the NFDA virtual conference. But we wanted to do a little something on Tuesday night as well. Jeff actually helped me kind of come up with this idea. During quarantine, as everybody knows, Jeff likes to smoke cigars. I like an occasional cigar as well. And so Jeff has this cigar club in Phoenix that he belongs to, and every Friday night they get together, a group of men, and chit chat about all the world's problems and politics and women and God knows what else. And they smoke cigars and have a social time. Well, of course, when quarantine hit, kind of changed that. You know, the cigar shop closed and nobody could go out and do anything. And so he invited me to a Zoom meeting where they were still having their cigar club. And everybody was doing it from their house. There was, I don't know, 15 or 20 or so guys, Jeff, that was kind of on the call. And everybody's sitting around their computer screen smoking a cigar and acting like they were back at the cigar bar and just having a great time. And of course, every year at the NFDA, we always go out with a group of guys and have a cigar at a cigar lounge and just hang out. And we thought, why can't we do this at this NFDA, the virtual NFDA, and do it on like a Zoom meeting? And so on the Tuesday night of the NFDA, we're going to actually have a cigar social. C&J is kind of putting that on. We'll be giving out a couple of cigars and a cigar cutter and not one cigar quite as big as this. But we'll be giving out a couple of cigars for those that want to join that call, and also be giving out a last responder T-shirt, look something like that. So we're going to all just enjoy each other's company in the best way that we can. Try to make the best of the NFDA virtual experience. And what I'm excited about the camaraderie and being able to hang out and smoke some cigars with some friends. But I'm super, super excited that Paul Lemasters has decided to join us for the Cigar Social, and he will be putting on an incredible little presentation for us. And I'll kind of let Paul share. I think everybody in funeral service already knows the Blue Monkey Quarantina and what Paul's doing. But if they don't, Paul can do it justice by telling a little bit about what he's been up to lately.
Yeah, so we've been having a blast. We, like I said, when this all hit, we decided, we had to get serious, and we got serious about alcohol and started making a cocktail. For those of you that we've got a pretty good following, and so we did 62 cocktails in a row. Every night we did a cocktail, and quarantine style in our little bunker bomb shelter speakeasy, which really now truly is a speakeasy with everything shut down, to some level. And then we've continued. We did it every night for 62 nights, and then we've still been doing it a couple nights a week, and having a blast with it. And thank you for inviting us, because what we're going to do on that Tuesday night is we'll be there, we'll be ready, and we will have a very special cocktail that'll be just perfect, I promise. As everyone knows, I put 8 minutes of hardcore research into every cocktail we do, and probably the day of that show, I will put in that 8 minutes no matter what. No, actually, we're going to get this a little ahead of time, and I know you're going to be putting out some goodies for everybody. We'll make sure there's a little Blue Monkey swag in there for everyone, and there's going to be a recipe in there. And everybody will have a chance to get their alcohol together and be ready to make a cocktail that'll go great with the cigar, and it'll be a fun time for all.
It is. It's exciting.
Yeah.
We all get to see each other at these events, and one way or the other, we get to go out, we get to share. Oftentimes, as Jamie said, we're going to find a place to go smoke a cigar, even if we have to travel and go get it. If not, I'll just bring them. So this is an event we put together virtually to start off with, but it's our intention that when we do get back together again, that we're going to have a C&J effing cocktail cigar party wherever we are. So this is the first annual, and I can tell you I'm excited that we've got great cigars coming from you, or to you. So here's what you're going to get in your swag, and we'll need you to sign up. There's my email address down here below. That's how you're going to get in. And by the way, it's limited to the first 50. So if you're number 51, you'll have to wait till the next event. So you get 2 cigars that are custom made for us and banded. You also get a custom made C&J cutter, which is really nice. I promise you, this is a good one. We're also going to send out the first responder t-shirt. We're also going to send out, Ryan's got cards for us that'll be in the swag pack. We also have Paul's recipe that comes in there. So when you get your box for this cigar party, it's worth the price of signing up for nothing. We know how funeral directors like that F word, free, right? Yeah. So this is exclusive, and it'll be fun. And I probably know 1,000 folks that love cigars out here, but today, as we're launching this off, we'll have a little commercial coming up, going out. So on Tuesday night, the 20th, that we'd normally be in New Orleans, we're going to be right here. We're going to be online. We're going to be live. And I can tell you it's going to be a lot of fun. So even if you don't smoke cigars and you don't drink, you can sign up, okay?
Yeah, because the swag bag's going to be sweet. So, I mean, that's just worth it in itself.
That's it. And, if you don't smoke a cigar, let us know. And we'll figure something up that I think you'll enjoy too. So we'll have a great time. I'm excited about this, obviously.
It'll be fun, guys. Looking forward to it. And, just a good way for us to kind of stay connected during this crazy whacked out time. New Orleans is always one of my favorite places. I grew up in Louisiana, and so hate that not going to be there in person, but we'll do the next best thing and do this thing virtually and have us a little cigar, C&J cigar social hour.
Love it.
I love it. I love it. Look, I just want to shout out C&J and Paul and Foresight Companies for one, the C&J and Foresight concert that's going to be happening. Paul, you've brought the profession together with your quarantine cocktail show, and that's morphed into something that it's on its own is pretty powerful. So, you know, it's a testament really to this profession and the people that are in this profession, how everything gets shut down. This is such a relationship driven profession, and with no conferences, there's still companies like C&J and Foresight and LeMasters Consulting that are doing things to bring us all together. And it's been a real privilege just for Jeff and I on Funeral Nation to be able to be a part of announcing these events and helping coordinate getting the information out, because I think it's so valuable that we're still going to be able to connect and have some of that camaraderie that we haven't had all year, and be able to bring everyone together. So kudos to the three of you for one, using your big brains to think this up, and then two, you know, it's costly to put events together even when it's virtual. So thank you for the contributions to the profession and making this happen. And Paul, you know, it's been fun to watch your quarantine show and the cocktails kind of morph into this thing that is a living, breathing, pretty exciting. I mean, you have hundreds of people multiple times a week watching live streams and touching thousands. So it's pretty fantastic.
So the dude's even got his own YouTube channel now.
Yeah,
Even
how about that?
got a recipe book too, right, Paul?
You know it, man. We that's our, so it's flipped into our fundraiser. Every year we do our little coat drive. That's not what this is about. This is about your stuff, but yeah, we're going to use this, and everything we put out there for merch, it all goes to a nonprofit, so people can feel good about getting drunk. You know, you know. I mean, what better thing, you know, when you're sitting there getting a little bit of a cocktail and sit there going, "Hey, I'm doing it for the kids."
Yeah,
There you go.
and you know what's funny, you will, if you don't feel good about getting drunk, you will once you get started.
There you go.
And you know what, speaking of kids, you know, I was sitting here thinking, looking at the three other guys here, you got Meredith and Sons. I mean, if you think,
Yeah.
Ryan, way back in 2014, we were in Ohio at a steak place saying, we got to do something different in this profession. Why don't we do a show? Well, we worked on it, and here's a show, and starting out with effing, you know, of course, everybody, we had to have an attorney to let everybody know it's Funeral Nation, right? And then we have a few of the folks that just couldn't deal with it. And now look what's morphed from that. I mean, with Disrupt Media, we started with Funeral Nation, and then, you know, Jamie with Meredith and Sons,
Yeah.
Those guys have to be here. You ought to see those guys. They light up sticks, okay, and have those
Good
things.
stuff.
There's no more favorite four young guys I've ever seen in my life. They're hilarious. And then Paul with your show. And so it really is, as you said, Ryan, a testament that people in this industry that have stepped out, we've grown, and our primary interest is to bring people together. That's it. You know, we don't make any charges. I mean, look at, you know, with C&J and our company to attend Vicky Amato. Are you serious? You know, a show with her on there, you pay just to get in. And of course, Lord knows what those cocktails are, right? And, you know, you've got the brain of Paul LeMasters mixing something up for us, and Lord knows what that's going to be. So kudos to you guys too. It's just exciting. It's a wonderful testament that in the toughest times, our funeral professionals, guess what? The show must go on.
That's right.
Amen.
I love it. Well, Paul, I'm making a declaration today that you should add mixologist to the end of your name for sure.
Well, I think
All
with
right.
all the titles that Paul has now, I don't think he can get them all on a business card.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is I think people are more excited about all the cocktails versus any of the legal advice I've ever put out there. So I don't think
Makes
it's too
sense.
bad.
Well, see, you're really a smart attorney, because if they have lots of cocktails and mess up, they got to call you too. So I
Yeah,
mean,
Good point. It's
you
a good point.
really have the gamut here.
He's building that future business.
That's right.
I love it. All right. Well, there you have it. C&J Cigar Party. If you want to be able to take part, remember, it's the first 50. So don't delay, don't wait. Jeff's email address is right there under his face. Email Jeff, tell him you want in and you want that swag bag. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Get on it.
Yep.
All right, gentlemen. Well, any parting words? Or are we ready to wrap this sucker up?
We're ready to rock and roll and have a good stogie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
Until next time, have a great effing week.
Out here.
Bye, y'all.
Get your ass sleeping.